This is the alternative April meeting for Alamo City Browncoats. My name is Melissa. A lot of people may know me as Mel. And I know it makes it a little easier. Yeah, Mal, coat person that you know, who has that little group in San Antonio. Alamo City Browncoats is a San Antonio-based Firefly fan group. And we've been around since 2005. I started the group when Firefly was finally getting a movie released. Serenity was coming, and I, like many, did not want to go to the movie by myself. I've been to a lot of Star Wars movies with a lot of Star Wars fans, and it's a great thing to be in a theater with fans, and you want that experience. It makes it a better experience to be there with people who understand, you know, what you're feeling, what the excitement is. Thankfully, I had that experience when Serenity opened. It was a great experience, and I won't spoil anything. You know, we all shared the same moments in that theater. If you've not seen Serenity, I say more, because there are things that happen in that movie that some people, you know, agreed with and didn't agree with. It made for good storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. It made for good storytelling. If you are new to Firefly, you just watched the series, watched a couple episodes, I recommend watching the whole thing. You'll be very surprised, pleasantly surprised, at how pretty impressive it was as a series. It held a lot of us, and unfortunately was robbed for a little too soon. And whatever the reasons may be, whatever. But we're very thankful that as Browncoats, fans of the show, we've had the opportunity that other markets have realized. You know, there's a lot to be told in this universe. We could do a little with that. And so some people have. And that's pretty cool. Sorry, guys. If you don't know, because I did find out last night that some of you don't realize we have a Twitter account. At Alamo Browncoats is our Twitter account. I couldn't put the city part in there. Obviously, there's not enough characters to use. Not my fault. But if you are on Twitter and you want to send us a tweet, I will do my best to keep an eye on those as well. And we'll have a conversation that way. I'm perfectly fine with that. You email me as well. That is alcoats@gmail.com. Anyhow, I know that a lot of you are probably wondering, we usually, if you come to any of our meetings, we have them face-to-face somewhere in a restaurant where we can sit down and have a dinner and just shoot the breeze for a couple hours. And sometimes a couple turns in from 2 to 6. It's kind of crazy. We like to talk, obviously. And the problem was the weather's been a bit unpredictable. And if we've learned anything this week, it's that Mother Nature is a reaver and cost control. All the predictions were that there was going to be strong winds and massive amounts of rain and hail and flooding. And lo and behold, if you look out the window today, it is a beautiful sunny day with great breeze. I was just outside checking for some downed branches to see if there was any major damage that needed to be taken care of. I hope those of you in the surrounding areas weren't as affected as some people might have been. And if you were, I hope you come through it very well, because I know it can be kind of stressful and traumatic when Mother Nature decides to unleash fury. But that reason, the original Meet-n-Geek supposed to be at a Chinese buffet today. And then it was brought to my attention that the weather may be a problem. So I said, you know what? I'm going to save everybody the trouble of trying to get through traffic and possible weather-related issues. We'll go and have an online get-together. It'll be fine. We'll be good. Yeah. And then yesterday we realized it's going to be pretty. Oh, well. We do. But we are here for a reason. I was primarily because there is a huge event coming up for all of our browncoats in the San Antonio area. And I want to get the word out there and have you guys participate, because I know we can do really amazing things together. The key part of that is together. We can do bigger things. And I want to do bigger events. The event I'm talking about is Can't Stop the Serenity. It is the global annual fundraiser that browncoats around the world are participating in. And last year was our first year, and it was fantastic. And I'm so blessed that we were able to do that and pull it off in a very short amount of time. And we had a lot of fun. And if you saw us at MonsterCon, I promise the thing's not real. I don't. So please, if you come out to an event and you see us, or you see me, or any of my other browncoats, we usually are all wearing, Firefly shirts. Hopefully there will be a Firefly shirt for this group soon. If you see us, come and say hi. I promise, don't bite much. So I get bad. So our event will be on the weekend of July 9th and 10th. And it will be at SciFest this year. SciFest is taking place at Wonderland of the Americas Mall, which was formerly known as Crossroads Mall. For those of you in the San Antonio area, you may remember that one. If you've been to any of the Wonderland, and they're a lot of fun. They're family friendly, and more importantly, they are free. So you're talking a free comic book convention style event. There, on occasion, are celebrities who are doing meet and greets and signings. There are always panels and costume contests, performances. It's just a lot of fun. And again, as I said, it's free. You can't beat free. And great parking. Free parking. Can't beat that either. Some of you who have been here in town, I won't name names. No, the parking is kind of all over the place and expensive. But yeah, so our event, we are not screening. We will not be showing Serenity. I don't care. I have had people told me the website for can'tstoptheserenity.com has San Antonio listed as hosting a screening of Serenity. I have told them that that is not the case. And they've assured me that that will be fixed. We are an affiliate, meaning we are hosting a Can't Stop the Serenity fundraiser, but we are not showing Firefly, or Serenity, I should say. And what we are doing is we are taking up a monetary collection for two charities. The first is Equality Now. And a lot of you may know of Equality Now because you've heard about it through Joss Whedon, or on your own, you've looked into charitable organizations. Equality Now is endeavoring to fight for equality for women all over the world, not just in other countries, but in our own country as well. And it is a charity that is near in Sweden's heart. It is the prime charity for this fundraiser. Well, we decided this year to also donate to Kids Need to Read, and a charity that was started by Nathan Fillion, who was co-founded by him, and it is to bring needed books to children whose libraries and schools may not have the funding available to stock their shelves, and this is the program that can help with that. So this summer, when we're raising our money, it will be going to both Equality Now and Kids Need to Read. So we hope that you will come out. You will put a little change in a jar at the table. If you time that weekend, we would really love it if you would come out and help. Volunteering for Alamo City Browncoats is pretty simple. You stand at our table and you greet anyone who comes up, and you talk to them about Firefly, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's nothing like you have to be so knowledgeable or You have to be like the most personal. I don't need that. I need somebody who can be approachable, who doesn't have a problem talking to strangers. You're going to meet alone, and who's sincere. We're a great bunch of people to hang out with, and we get kind of goofy. We tend to feed each other. So, we eat snacks. I usually bring snacks for sure, and it's going to be a long day, Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, I really hope some people will come out and join a little, and it's rewarding. And at the end of the day, you think, I made a difference. I made an impact in this world. I made this world just that much better by helping. And that's all we ask. And that's all we can do. We're Browncoats. We aim to do good works. You know, Jane said it best. I'm trying to think, guys, what else? We talk ad nauseum about a lot of stuff. And again, you know, CSTS, Stop the Serenity, is our big thing coming up. So we will need your help. And I really hope we'll take that opportunity and join us. And if you've never met us before and you want to know, well, maybe they're not a good fit for me, but the only way to know is to come and find us. And you may be pleasantly surprised. You know, we're just a bunch of nerds who like to talk and meet new people. Some of us come, some of us don't. Some of us want to, like me, and just haven't had the opportunity to put something together. That's completely fine. We're not a costuming group. And I won't hold it against you do or don't. Or if you've created your own character, that's cool. I write fan fiction. So, hey, I'm more power to you for creating your own character. It's awesome. The group was made so that everyone had a place to talk about Firefly and other nerd geek things, and like they're going to be judged. I know that a lot of people who have gone to other groups and not felt as welcomed as they would have liked. It happens. You know, there's always people that are going to not agree with you, who are not going to see things the way you do. It's just the nature of the beast. I try very hard with people that are in this group who participate very regularly that we not be that kind of a group. It's not what I want. And if for any reason that is ever the case, that somebody has said something or done something that made you feel uncomfortable, please talk to me. Please let me know. You know, email me, message directly on Twitter or Facebook, and let me know that something has happened, and I will look into it. I will handle it. I want to also point out, guys, if you're watching this on Google Hangouts, because I know it's also being recorded and streamed over on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Google Hangouts has this great little app, and I'm trying to test it out, called Q&A. And if there are questions that you guys would like to ask me about this organization, about any of our events, please look for that little thingy. I don't know where it is. It says, ask your audience to submit questions. So look for the Q&A button. It's like a little dialogue button. It's turquoise in color. It says Q&A on it. Hopefully you see it. I don't know because I see it on my end, but posting. So who knows? Or if somebody doesn't see it, tweet me what your screen looks like. I want to know. To Nancy. Nancy is watching. Hi, Nancy. I told you you'd see my smiling face today. I don't know what the quality of it is, considering my webcam needs upgrading, but it's there. Again, I am sorry, guys, that this had to happen this way today, digitally, online, whatever. Just such a last-minute thing. Change it back to an action. I don't want to put that kind of undue stress on some of our members that I know rely on on a ride to take them to places. So I can't at the last minute change things back to what they had been originally after having changed it because of something we thought might be happening. Okay, so thank you, Miss Nancy. She says that the Q&A thingy is it's to the right of the help button. It's 9 little squares. You click on it, and it'll be in that little drop down. So that's awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, so again, just to touch back real quick, CSTS, Can't Stop Serenity, July 9th and 10th. And that will be our big event this year. And hopefully, my hope is we raise at least double what we raised last year. For those of you that helped last year, you know that last year, my goal was $20. That was my own $20 in the donation jar. That was all I was hoping for. It was extremely last minute. Had like maybe a month to prepare, and the global team who's in charge of all the registration of the different events, getting official endorsement from them, because you do have to. If for some reason, guys, you guys go to an event to be Can't Stop This base and it's not listed on their official website, I would question it, because all groups that are hosting an event have to submit registration information. You have to submit what kind of an event you're hosting and whether or not, if you're showing Serenity, if you've already obtained your permit to show this movie. So please don't let somebody take advantage of your curiosity. Oh, I'm going screening a Serenity. It's going to be for charity, and it turned out it actually wasn't. You can always check can'tstoptheserenity.com for a complete list of events globally. Remember I said that, guys. This is a global funder. It is fantastic. The amount of people and all the work that goes into everyone who volunteers their time, myself included, along with people I've met in Utah, in California. I spoke to, oh crikey, where was she from? The Philippines, I think. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, there's just so many browncoats around the world. I mean, it's bizarre that sometimes you can walk into a grocery store and somebody will see your shirt and recognize it. Just so blown over that they found another browncoat. They found another fan. It's that same experience, guys, when you go out to a convention and we do this charity event and we get to talk to all these people who, in our case, are from the state of Texas. I don't think I've really met anyone outside of the state at these events, but still a lot of fun. I know that some of our friends from North Texas, Browncoats, have expressed some interest in driving down, and I hope that you do. It would be a lot of fun to meet them and pick their brain on how to do bigger, better events. That would be fantastic. The endeavor is always going to be 1 year host our own screening of Serenity, and I know we can do it. I just know, for one thing, I can't do it by myself. This takes a small village to do that, and I hope you guys will pick up that mantle with me, and we can make it happen. Whatever. All right. So back to something I mentioned earlier. A lot of times when people find out that I'm a browncoat, the first thing they tell me is, why do you still bother with it? It was canceled. I know it was canceled. I watched until the day ended, till it was taken from me prematurely. And I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Why not? this show was so well written that this is the reason fans still hold to it and hope for more information about the universe. These characters had depth to them that there was so many stories we knew were lying in wait to be told, and we never got to. And it really, really just kind of bothers you when you become that kind of a fan that you wish, what was going to happen? Why was Inara on the shuttle? When all people that we run into from her life say she could have been the head of her own house. You know, what was going on? And we'll never know, or maybe. I mentioned to you guys about how we got a movie out of the whole thing. So somebody has seen promise in the stories to be told. And if you're a fan of comic books, there is more story there to be told. Free Comic Book Day is next Saturday. And I really, really hope that a lot of you will go to Free Comic Book Day for one specific reason. Actually, for two. Free Comic Book Day this year will have a new Serenity comic course. And we know something about Dark Horse if you went to our Can't Stop Serenity last year. Everybody who came to the table and a challenge got a window decal from Dark Horse that says Dark Horse loves browncoats. And it is very true. They would not produce if they did not know we would buy them and want to know more. I think they are as big a fan as we are. And there will be new installment only Saturday or Free Comic Book Day. And I know for one thing, if it's anything like previous stories have been from the Serenity line, it's going to be phenomenal. The stories are, they are gut-wrenching. They tell us more about these characters I'm in love with, and I cannot wait to pick up my copy on Saturday. So if there's any also fans of Con Man out there, I have not seen Con Man. So any of you guys that bought the DVD and would like to loan it to me, I would be so appreciative because I have not ordered mine yet. Con Man is a very own comic book. It'll be available if you got the newsletter today. It's from Automatic Publishing, and they're putting issue 1, or it says issue 0 on the artwork of Spectrum. And if you know Con Man, Spectrum is the sci-fi TV series that Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk's characters in Con Man were on together that was prematurely canceled. And Con Man is the story of how Alan Tudyk's character is struggling to find work while his co-star has succeeded immensely. From what I've gathered from other friends that have seen it, it's fantastic. So Spectrum will have a small mini series that Automatic Publishing will put out for them, and one will be at Free Comic Book Day. And from what I'm reading, sometimes some of these Free Comic Book Day are previews or teasers. This is not going to be that. This is going to be a full first issue, which is pretty impressive. And I'm really, really hoping that my guys over at Collectors Authority will have it, and I will be there. You know, I don't know. I can't say I'll be there bright in Saturday, but I will be there as early as humanly possible. Got a couple more questions, more comments. Hi, Tana. I hope you're feeling better, sister. My poor sister, some of you guys have met my sister Suzanne, is sick. So feel better, Mimi. And Zeka. Dude, we'll have to talk about the NES. We'll see. I'm glad that I've got some people who are watching, because at least I'm not talking to thin air. I've done that, and I'll do that, but whatever. I'm not completely crazy. So Nancy said, thank you, Miss Nancy. If you'll loan it to me, that'll be fantastic. Apparently you can order Con Man as Blu-ray or DVD. That's pretty good. I didn't even really look into it. I kind of saw that available for order, and I really, really want to. But I know some out there, sorry guys for messing up the shot there. I'm sure it's not fantastic anyway, considering how old my webcam is. I know that some of you out there are already subscribed to this wonderful bundle, and so that's the reason I have not ordered Con Man just yet, because I'm not sure. So for those of you that don't know, Ozeka Gaming is my brother-in-law. It's his gaming channel. If you've not checked it out, we are okay, start again. Words are hard sometimes. Our YouTube is following Ozeka Gaming. So if you go to our YouTube channel, you can find a link to his channel there. And he has an episode of, talking about upcoming games, opinions on them, review of them, and on, different aspects of the gaming world. And it's pretty fun because he's a no-hole kind of guy, and that's pretty good because you're getting an honest opinion. You're not getting somebody paid to tell you what some, button pusher told them to tell the audience. So that's always fun. Oh, okay. I misunderstood, Nancy. So the Blu-ray and DVD are in the same package. So when you order from their website, it is a Blu-ray DVD bundle. Like it's a package like you would get, anywhere else. That's pretty cool. Right. So I have not ordered it because of the fact that I'm doing Firefly Cargo Crate. And if you have not, you have till May 15th, I believe, to order the set box. Second, the first one was Kaylee. Excuse me. If you've seen the Kaylee box, there's a lot of videos on YouTube. I will post a picture. I've been meaning to have it, sent to post of all of the wonderful little trinkets that came in my box. I wasn't too sure what I was gonna think. I don't know how many of you guys that have gotten the box, how impressed you were or not. I'm a little on the fence with it actually, and I did tell them that Luke sent out an email to everybody that received the first box with a small, what did you think? What were you expecting? Was it what you expected? What would you like to see different or in future boxes? And one of the things I did point out to them was it was weird to ask for shirt size but not include a shirt. And, will there be a shirt? Well, from what I'm reading, the Jane box, which is box number 2, it sounds like there'll be a t-shirt in that one, and that will be a lot of fun. The question from Nancy is there going to be a Captain Tight Pants Firefly crate? I am very certain there will be. I need to find it. Somebody had leaked a photo of all of the Masters figurines, and the Inara one, gosh, is a lot of people who know me know Inara is one of my favorite characters, and her little figurine, her mini master, is just beautiful. I was not that impressed with the first round QMX produced. She looked too cartoonish for me, and the costume was something similar she'd worn in the show, but it wasn't. It had some small variations to it, and they didn't sit well with me. Like, I think there was like it looked like at the small of her back, and it had like these little ribbons between her, and it just looked off. It didn't look quite right, and it just never appealed to me. I wasn't too great with it. The Anara one, from what I could tell from this leaked photo, is her purple and burgundy outfit that she wears Moon when she goes to meet with Fess Higgins, and which is one of my favorite outfits that she has worn in that show. I'm very much looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what else comes in the Anara box when that comes up. That'll be fun. I'm very certain there will be a Mal box. The way they're toting, there will be one for each of the characters. That means there's 9 boxes. And a lot of people have said, well, how do you pick and choose within the order? Like, if you don't want them all, and I was like, I don't know, because that's like picking which is your favorite child. That's just not possible. At least for me, it wouldn't be. So of course, I'm the sucker. I will pay for the month, or every other month, in this case, subscription, and I can't wait. It'd be fun if they really do put a shirt in the Jane box. I wouldn't mind one of Jane's shirts. One of those shirts. All the characters and like the graphic designs. That would be kind of cool. Nancy commented that she wasn't a fan of the hair on the Kaylee figurine. I don't know if anybody saw my post. QMX posted and I reshared. If you were having trouble with the parasol on the Kaylee figurine, and I will take it out so that I can see to show you guys. So, Kaylee, she's pretty cute. But if you were having trouble with the problem we were all having trying to get it into hands was that if you didn't look, now I can't take off her umbrella, but if you didn't look back here on the back of the hair is a small opening, and that's where the parasol's handle should go. So the parasol's handle goes through and under her hair, and then everything lines up. Okie doke. So, yeah, I felt like a doofus when that was posted. And I was like, man. So yeah, hopefully, we'll get a good T-shirt. And if it's even like just a T-shirt, like these T-shirts are, that it's just something designed to present, the character of Jane, that'll be cool too. As one of the things I did comment to that survey theirs was that I would really appreciate it very much if it's black or brown. That would be fantastic. What about Doreen? I'm getting messages from Ozeka there about his cat, because I'm very certain he's not talking about the little blue fish in the upcoming Disney film. So I'm trying to figure it out, guys, what I can do with this Google Hangout thingy. Let's see. I can do a screen share. Quickly, guys, I'm not sure that our buddy Sean Faust from New Jersey is watching, but today is Sean's birthday, and if you're in the New Jersey area, I think he's got the shindig going on tonight for his birthday. He's going to be coming out with some friends. If you've never heard him perform, he's pretty cool. You can go find him on Facebook, Sean Faust Music. And if you're in the area, or you can check out his there. Hang out for his birthday. Tell him that the Alamo City Browncoats say happy birthday to Sean. His request was that we sing Jane. We sing the Ballad of Jane, and I will not be singing because I don't want to destroy anybody's speakers and or ears. All right, guys, but bear with me. I'm trying to find a way to show you guys I thought differently. So that I could show you guys some possible shirt designs that we're looking at. And I'm going to pull them up. And that way I can show you by screen sharing, which is really scary. So let's see here. Where is it? Oh, no, that's not it. Why is it not showing me what I want to see? Alrighty, guys. So for a second there, you're going to see my screen and what I'm seeing, and I'll pull it up, and hopefully this will work. And if not, maybe somebody can text me or message me and let me know, so that you're not having like this really meta effect of seeing my face repeatedly on your screen. It's kind of scary. That effect is really fun. Okay, so I hope you can see this, guys. Tammy's son put together this, Tammy did, using the design that we've been working on of having the Browncoat flag as a cutout in the shape of the Alamo. One of the two designs we have going for t-shirts. I know we've talked about it, and we're getting a lot closer to making this actually happen. So I really hope that everybody can see this picture. I'm checking stuff really quickly, guys. So there's two differences between this image and the next one I'm going to show you. This one uses, as you can see, the text is the original text that we've used on everything on the website, the masthead for Facebook. It's the normal text that I've always used when creating graphics for this group. And this one is another option as far as text. This is not a text that I have. This is one that her son has, but I have been able to find it. So it wouldn't be a problem to find it, download it, so that I can use it for other purposes for the group and the website and such, because I know that some people have said they liked this one a little better because of the fact that it's more cohesive. It looks bolder, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I really am kind of digging the whole design. I was a bit cautious about how big or small that flag cutout would be on the chest. I know that Miss Tammy was going to be having the guys over at the Ave in Venice make up one of these for her, but I have yet to see it, so I'm not sure if maybe it didn't happen. I haven't had a chance to ask her for it either. So if Tammy decides, if she's watching or she sees this, send me a message. Let me know if you did or did not get one of these made. I'm curious. But speaking of the Ave, so the Ave is the company we'll probably be going with. They are a California-based company. They do screen printing. Sorry. So did it not show, Santa, did it not show the picture, the t-shirt picture? Let me know, text me. This is what happens when I don't have another computer running it so that I can see what you guys see. Usually, the last time I tried this, I had Brianna here. And Brianna and I were on my computer and on her laptop so that we could more or less gauge how things were working. Anyway, the Ave in Venice. California, is the company we'll probably be going with because of the fact that they will screen print just about anything on a t-shirt. If you've ever seen Tammy's Vans, I think, or are they Chucks? I think she's got Chucks. I'm trying to remember. They screen printed Firefly all over them. They just took images and they put it together and it looks fantastic. I think she's even said she got some dumb castle stuff. But yeah, they're pretty amazing and they're very affordable, in my opinion anyway. One of the added pluses of ordering t-shirts from them is that each person can go individually and order their shirt. We don't have a mass order of t-shirts, which is great because it means I don't have to worry about collecting money from you to get you a t-shirt. And you don't have to worry about, well, when is it going to come in? Did the order get placed properly? Did the right size get ordered? All of that is going to be taken care of by you to them directly. And they will have the design, whichever one we decide on, and they can just print them up, on the spot. Or if you happen to be in the Venice area, they can do it for you and probably have it for you the same day. They're pretty, from what Tiz told me, they are pretty impressive, and it's kind of cool. If you go to, I think their website's theavvenice.com, you can check out some of their stuff. It's pretty impressive too. You can even order your own stuff off the website. And I think it was probably, I want to say like $20 for a t-shirt, somewhere thereabout, which is to our last online chat, which was on Discord, and it was video. It was just an audio chat. It was Tammy and Joshua and I talking about places to look for t-shirts and order them. We did check Custom Ink and I forget who else, like Vistaprint, those places that do mass production of shirts. And while the quality, probably the price was pretty steep. We don't really have that many that we're going to need to order. It's probably like a handful of people who really want a shirt that says Alamo City Browncoats on it. I'm hoping that changes. I really am. I really hope that there are people who will see this and go, I should go check this group out. They're going to be over at Wonderfly and say hi and just have a chit chat. And they'll realize we're really cool people. We're pretty cool, pretty awesome. I think we're pretty awesome. But that's just me. Let me see. I'm trying to see what else I wanted to show you guys. I went through my laundry list of stuff. Any other questions, ladies and gents? I haven't even checked. Are there any others? Were there any burning questions? There's a lot of them. I'm sorry, I didn't miss them. So it is the avvenice.com, I believe. Let me find the website or browse check real quick. So my computer is being really strange today. What else is new? My computer is not a half ampere today. So yes, it is the avvenice.com to answer that question. Okay. So the t-shirt stuff didn't show up, but I'll figure that out in just a second. Any advice on putting Kaylee's feet in the base? I think they only go in one way. And it's kind of a matter of once you get them to, because of the fact that this is all just kind of, it's not even, it's like, it's resin, but it's more plasticky than normal. Just a matter of like forcing them, because even mine, there's still a bit of a gap underneath her feet. And now that I've put her together, it's like, do I want to take her apart and put her back in the box? I'm not even certain. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to show you guys. Because, let me see. Item from the website. I don't have it. Wait, I do. I do. I think I do. Come on. I need my browser to work. Then we'll be better off. So at the top of the thing, there's a thing called Showcase. And right now, all it is showing you guys is a link to our Google Plus profile and to our YouTube channel. And the only reason we have a YouTube channel is because we have a Google account. Google, YouTube, they're interconnected. And because I uploaded a video to it. And the video was, if you've never seen it, it was a thank you after our last Can't Stop the Serenity. I wanted to thank those of you that helped me out, those of you that inspired me to do this, those of you that donated, because, I don't know, it just feel good that we actually were able to do this and make this happen. Let me see if this will. Where'd you go? Come on. Show. Let's see what happens when I do this. Let's see if the wonders of technology actually work or not for me. It says successfully saved. I think it worked. Okay. So in that showcase button, it's the one that has like the little yellow like sales tag. If you pull down that other menu, that's like the 9 little squares. Hopefully that shows you items that are being showcased. And that's where I put the picture of the t-shirt design. So maybe it'll work. We'll see. Let me get the other one and I'll paste it into there. Also, guys, just to keep in mind, in that list of that little drop-down menu where you find a Q&A button, there is also a chat button. So there is a group chat that you can access by clicking. It's a blue dialog box. So you should see hopefully all the ones I'm showing. So like you should see the chat box, see the shows one, the Q&A. Okay, so I went ahead and in the showcase, I'm showing you guys, I put up both of the t-shirt options. And now hopefully you can see what I was talking about with the different fonts and possible different colors. And the reason it's a t-shirt's pretty simple. Again, we don't want a brown or a black t-shirt. And I think gray was probably the only middle ground option that the app has. So yeah, if they don't work, can somebody let me know? Probably should do that first and then the parasail second. I think maybe that's how I did mine, Nancy. I'm not even sure. As soon as my bot came in, I immediately put everything together. It's possible, but even with the parasail in place, I'm still grabbing her from the legs to push her down onto the pegs. Okay, so I just took her off. This is how I had her. Here's Kayla, took her back, and that was how I was putting it. But I'm gonna try it the other way. Let me see. I did see somebody. I did see somebody who said that the feet only went a certain way. So, okay. So the message to me is that only the viewers cannot access group, only people actually in the Hangout can. So I'm not sure. I need to toy with this some more is what I need to do. Eventually. Okay. Well, Q&A works pretty well. I'm getting the messages and I can respond to them for you guys. So we can continue doing that. Just if you guys don't see in the showcase or don't see the showcase, I'll let me know. Again, in that drop-down menu, showcase is, it looks like a bunch of little yellow sales tags. So yeah, I don't know that the feet specifically go any particular way on the little pegs. Because now I have her, so there's the front of Kaylee, and I have it going this way now, and I'm still not getting the pegs completely flat. Not sure, guys. Really sure. And I don't want to break her because actually I did see somebody who received a Kaylee who's missing a hand, so I don't want to run the risk of messing her up. Oh, come on, phone. All right, guys. Just a second. All right, sorry about that. I didn't need you guys to have to tolerate the ringing phone. I'm not entirely certain as far as the color of the lettering. We just did different options because just because we could, and to see like if any of them looked any better than the others. Also because, so like the yellow is a direct sampling of the same color yellow that was already used in the browncoat flag design that I made. And the blue is all the same. It's a direct sampling of the same shade of blue. Just to kind of tie them together. And then we went ahead and did brown because, you know, most everything that browncoats do or wear is brown. Was there another color option that you were thinking we could do? I'm pretty certain if there's an issue with the coloring on any of it, that the guys over at the AB will tell us, and we'll see. We'll see what they tell us. You're hearing the live feed and recording at the same time. I'm not sure what you mean. Is anybody else having this issue? So did it clear, Nancy? I'm not sure what, like, I only see one window is my problem. And my window doesn't show me any, it doesn't give me any audio back. All right, guys, keep seeing our viewer count up, and there's a few more than just one or two people. If you are just coming into our live stream or video chat today, if you click the drop-down menu for Google, which is the little 9 squares, it'll be in the upper right-hand corner. If you click on that, it will drop down some options. One of them is a Q&A, which is probably the way to get a message to me, or to ask me anything, or to say something, and I can. There's also a showcase button, which is showing you some of the things we've been discussing, as well as links to certain stuff, like our Google Plus account, so that you can see some things, or you can save them for your own future reference. So yeah. Had I known that that's how Showcase worked last night, I wouldn't have made a big dummy, and I would have saved some of the artwork that I wanted to show you guys today. For today, I would have saved it to that. But, big dummy here, I didn't. And so now I'm trying to. Because I have artwork for Can't Stop the Serenity this year. I have the new art. And I'll just show you guys, because this will be what is available on our official on our all the artwork. Sorry, words hard. And all the artwork that we're going to be putting up for Can't Stop Serenity to, promote our event, our fundraiser. And I will get to that as soon as I quickly can. It's been a busy week. I hope your week was well and not stressful. Anybody out there who's watching to help with anything for Can't Stop Serenity, all you have to do is speak up. I am perfectly okay with, having people help with it. It's fun. It's a rewarding event. And we could use the help. We really could. Let me see if it loads. I need some stuff to show you. Oh. So, let's see here. Oh, my poor computer, my poor modem. So, let's see. That isn't what I wanted. Go away. Work. You see work. Why is it not? I guess it is. Okay. So, this one for some reason does not have showcase button, guys. It just says Meet Google Drive. I'm not sure why it's showing that, not the picture I'm trying to show you guys. But the picture is the artwork for SciFest this year, if anybody was curious to see. And because I know Nancy brought it up to me yesterday that she didn't realize she had a Twitter account, I'm going to put up Twitter so that you guys can see that as well. If you're not following us on Twitter, then please, we welcome it. Every now and then, I might post a random tweet out to everybody just because I was feeling bored at work. That's usually what happens. If you get one of those random tweets from Alamo Browncoats that says, "Hey, you're awesome," or "Hey, have a wonderful day," it's because I was feeling kind of, bored at work and was curious whether it's nothing more than that. I promise. All right, guys. Anybody? Why is the sky blue? No more. Can I have an NES? Is it caught up on Castle? That's what I'm curious about. I know that people are not on, so no spoilers. That's all I ask. I'm just curious. It's like then it's repeated. So you're still having audio problems, Nancy? Nobody. No, it's so quiet. That's the only bad thing when meeting up face to face backfires for whatever reason. Like today, Mother Nature being a bit of a troll, making everybody believe that we were going to have like, end of the world level, and then nothing. Is that it gets quiet. And if you've ever come to any of our get-togethers when we've met in a restaurant somewhere, we're anything but quiet, and I am for that. It's just that there's nobody here, no questions. Oh, real quick. Did anybody notice? Okay. So this is the other item that came in the first Firefly cargo crate. So it's a Kaylee. So it says audio is barely coming through. I think anything's gotten wiggled free. Hold on, I'm checking. Okay. So is that any better? I'll try and talk up or talk louder. I'm perfectly capable of talking louder, I promise. So this is the oh, I'm sorry. So apparently using Q&A for some is an issue, and I apologize for that. But the Twitter thing is working fine because my computer is set up. It will alert me when I'm just fine. So we're good. So this is the bear that came in the cargo. I don't know why mine had like a little piece of fuzz falling off. I had taken care of it. I saw this week that entertainmentearth.com, the ones that sell like all the collectible stuff online, is going to start selling these on their website for, I believe, if I remember correctly, $15 is the pre-order sale price. Maybe. This items that I was learning most about is that this was the cutest thing I'd seen in the whole box. Some of the other stuff I was like, I really didn't need the drink umbrellas, whatever. The bear made it all worthwhile for me, but I didn't feel that that the whole box overall was a $65 plus value, which is something I did tell them. And I hope, I don't know, maybe it was just so if you are having issues, then by all means just the Twitter. Twitter works great. I get it. It comes through solid. It'll work. I promise. I'm trying to think, guys. It's pretty much all on my per. Look, because somebody told me the last time we did this that I should have like a list of things to talk about and things I need to you guys information wise. I actually do have a list. You probably can't see if there's anything on there right now. I promise there's stuff on there. It's just that it's written in pencil. I always have stuff. I always have notes, guys. I never come at this just from the willy-nilly. Let's just sit here and like see. There's always notes. It's just I was so busy at work, and then when I get home, I didn't have to see. Oh, is this enough stuff to talk about for 2 hours? I need to better understand how Google Hangout works. I know that I've done a few of these. I did one of these before with another local group, and you were actually able, if you had a webcam or a speaker or a microphone, to actually meet in the conversation. It wasn't just text based. I don't know exactly how that happens. I have to figure it out. I thought I figured it out, and apparently I didn't, and I'm sorry for that. If we have to again, which I don't foresee that happening, because once we get into May, the possibility of rain flooding us out, it kind of is not so great, hopefully. So hopefully that'll be better. I promise. It does get better. I'm just checking to make sure I don't have any missed messages anywhere. I'm trying not to. Yeah, did anybody notice Mr. Adam Baldwin, who supposedly hit quit, he kind of raged quit Twitter, is now back on Twitter. And if anybody's ever followed Adam Baldwin on Twitter, it's kind of scary sometimes. It's kind of one of those things you're like, oh, you kind of read it and you're a little confused as to what he's asking or what he's talking about, and you read it and then you go away. Just like the tweet that went out 4 minutes ago. I think he meant perilous. I think that's what that's supposed to be. I think that's what he's trying to spell out is perilous fight, not Parolee's fight. We love Adam anyway. You know, he's Jane. There will never be another Jane. But aw, I'm sorry. I wish I knew what the echo was caused by. Do you have your speakers? I'm trying to think because you're not giving me any audio. So if you've got a microphone too close to speak and your microphone is on, then that might be where you're getting feedback from. If nothing else, Nancy, because I know you're getting feedback, you can always tweet me and we can talk about Castle. So I know some people have heard, and I know I spoiled it for my sister, and I'm sorry, that Stana Katic and Tamala, I can't think of her last name, I'm sorry, who plays the Emmy, are both leaving at the end of the season. They are both gone. And on to better things. And that's great, you know? 8 years is a long time for a TV series. But if there's anything we've learned is that she has some very, very devout fans. And I do mean Miss Stana. So there have been rumors boiling over, and I don't know what to make of them. Other than, you know, there's two sides to every story. Whether or not Castle continues for a 9th season, it's still kind of up in the air. I know I had read somewhere that the producers did let it slip that they have filmed multiple endings for the season in the event that they're not sure how it's. We'll see. I know there's a lot of stuff going around right now that people are not sure. They're not sure what to make of what's being said, what's being rumored to have happened. But yeah, I mean, that happens. There's always going to be bitter blood between, you know, factions of fans when they feel that their superstars or their celebrity has been done wrong. That's just kind of the way things go. So hope, you know, everything works out best. Whether or not we get another season of Castle, you know, we'll see. Somebody posted something up about the series shifting, and now it's more about Richard and Alexis and their Castle investigation. And that would be kind of cute, but I don't know that that can carry a whole season. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. Only time will tell how bad another season may be. Who knows? And time flies. We are down to half an hour. And I have nothing else to talk about. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? I knew I should have made it for just an hour and a half but I was hoping that I'd figured this out and that people would be able to physically join in on the conversation, not just type questions or, you know, text messages. That had been the hope, and I apologize that I didn't get that quite right this time. So apparently yesterday was International Dance Day, which is why I tweeted out that that GIF that Tammy had posted out or tweeted out of Nathan dancing on the set of Serenity. And apparently today is tabletop day. So if you are out there, guys, bust out your Dungeons and Dragons. Have some fun. I have never played Dungeons and Dragons, sadly, for lack of wanting, just never gotten around to going to an actual gathering. I know the local library does one, and I just have never gotten around to getting mustering up my nerve and going to play D&D with more nerds. One One day I will. If not, I will just probably, coerce my family members into playing with me. I figure I play enough Monopoly with my family members. They can learn to play D&D with me. It's only fair, right? So you agree with me, Ms. Nancy? It didn't feel quite like it was a $65 value box. I think what made it worse were those paper umbrellas. They're cute, but if they're selling those suckers for like $10 for that little pack of 5 drink umbrellas, they are gouging people's eyes out. Yeah, it was. We'll say this much. Let me see if I find it, guys. Hold on. Since I have my box right here. The things I was a bit. One of the things I was a bit bummed about was that I was seeing people posting unboxing videos of a package that had been sent out by Loot Crate, and it was prior to the box arriving. People were getting these envelopes. They got an email that said to expect a surprise gift from Loot Crate in regards to the Firefly cargo crate, and people were receiving just a bubble envelope in the mail, and it had this card, which reads on the back of it is a little memo, a little message. I'm sorry again, my camera. I'm gonna upgrade it. I just haven't, because I feel like cargo crate thing. Make sure my money is still there to pay for that and pay bills. Okay, so I have a question real quick. Hold on. I have a question, Ms. Nancy. I'm trying to get to it. Okay, so if what you want to do is you can send me a direct message on Twitter if you want to talk about, because otherwise it will show up on the Twitter feed that you had commented to something on my Twitter account, on the group's Twitter account. I think it may show up that way. So what you want to do is just talk about it privately, direct message me on Twitter, and then nobody sees it. It stays between me and you. That's it. Okay? You don't have to worry that. Tweet it out or reply to a tweet, then anybody can see it. Anyway, so this came, or this for some people in a separate manila envelope. And what it says is, Dear Browncoats, thanks for joining our crew. The first Firefly cargo will be headed your way soon. But as our way of saying thank you for being one of our founders, we're sending you this gift. Wear it with pride. See you in the world, the Firefly cargo crate crew. So what they sent people is a pin, and it's called the Founders Pin. And I know my lighting is pretty bad in here, and my camera doesn't help matters. But if you can tell, it is a little Serenity, and there's a little trail of afterburn. This for me is what kind of made up my mind to continue doing the subscription. I had seen videos of people who had received this, and I was so jealous. I was like, wait, but that's not fair. And I thought, well, maybe what it was that it was a certain, like, a cutoff date. And that's why people were getting this little package in the mail. And I asked a couple friends, and I had one friend who did tell me that she did get this in her box as well. This came in my box, along with the shiny pin. But I've also seen people who have unboxed their videos or unboxed their crate. YouTube had it did not have the second pin. So I'm not entirely certain like why that happened, but for me, even though the rest of the stuff that would normally come in the box did not feel to me like a $65 value of things, that pin made up for it because I was very thrilled to have gotten that pin. Whether or not I will wear it because I'd be afraid of losing it is another thing. So we'll see, because I have my lanyard that I use for work, and I have a lot of pins on it. I would be terrified of losing one of like the pin, like my Firefly pins, just because, especially with that one, that it is something that was limited to only them. If you lose it, you're kind of SOL, as they say. I won't say the other words. So yeah, I don't know, guys. Anybody else get cargo crate out there and something just didn't do it for you? Because yeah, I was a bit bummed that there was no shirt. There are cards for there are two little expansion cards. The problem is I don't own that. To buy that is like a $50 game. And then there are multiple expansion packs that were released since the game originally released. I do have a friend who is selling them. I did post about it though last month. Two local browncoats, Cassie and Christy, are cleaning house, so to speak. They're selling a lot of their memorabilia, their collectibles they've over the years. No particular reason other than it's becoming too cumbersome. And there are a lot of Firefly, or there's a little bit of Firefly, a lot of X-Files stuff, some autographs, some games, posters, tons of posters. I did post a link to their website on our Facebook page. So if you've not visited our Facebook page in a while, scroll back down, do some of those posts, and you'll find a link to their collectibles and what they still have available for sale. Yeah. I do have a copy of the game, and I'm considering possibly buying it. But when will I find the time to play another game? I haven't even played Firefly Monopoly, and it was bought for me for Christmas. So, yeah. I don't even think we've played Yahtzee, now that I think about it. I have both. I got both of them for Christmas, and I've yet to play either one of them. Life, people. What can I say? What else? All right, guys. Any other questions? Tweet me, message me, something. We're down to 20 minutes. Oops. If you've not used Discord, we've used it before. Discord is a voice chat program that runs in the background when you're playing video games. It's a small download. I have it on my computer. I actually have two different types of these programs. And I use one is TeamSpeak, but it requires a rental of a server, which I'm not about to do. The other, Discord, provides you free use of a server, and they do the same exact thing. The only reason I have TeamSpeak is that is what the Utah Browncoats use to host their virtual CSTS event. And that will probably be sometime in October or November this year, because Can't Stop Serenity is I'm sorry, I got the words. Apparently Nancy says she got kicked from the video today. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, Utah Browncoats host their Can't Stop the Serenity event is a virtual one. It is online, and chit chat with other Browncoats. That is where I met some people from around the world, and we're watching stuff, watching YouTube videos, and it's a lot of fun. It's a full day. It is literally a full day. It's a full 24-hour event. It's pretty impressive. It's a huge undertaking on their part, but it's so much fun, so worth it. It is welcome and open to anybody who hosted an event or attended an event and wants to talk about it. This was the second year they did it. I can't wait for this coming year. I know I'll be part of it. But that is why I learned about programs like that. TeamSpeak was designed for people who play games like World of Warcraft, so that they can talk with their teammates, strategize with them while playing the game. So it is a very small program, runs in the background, doesn't really conflict with anything. And Discord is a similar program that you can use for free. And we have a server on Discord for the Alamo. What I'm hoping is, because tonight is Spurs game, and I have told many people I don't watch Spurs games, ever. For me, watching a Spurs game, I feel that I jinx them, so I tend to go to another room and put on a movie or put on a video game and Spurs play, especially during a playoff. I want them to win. The reason they lose, that's just my crazy opinion on things, the way I see stuff. I tend to feel that if I go to the room, that's when they start missing shots and things just start getting really bad. And I'm like, nope, I'm leaving, I'm not watching. So my hope is that later tonight, if anybody wants to play some video games online, I will post up a link for our Discord account. And people can do is click the link. It will take you to the Discord website to create an account or join as a one-time guest. And it will, walk you through step by step on how to set it up. All it requires is that you have a microphone and speakers so that you can speak to people that you are speaking to. And I'm thinking of hosting an online game. So there's a couple options, and I know that people are going to think they're silly because they're not like hardcore games. They're kind of pretty simple. One is Augur.io or Agario, and the other is Slither.io. So the first one is essentially you are a little amoeba style dot, and you go around, you eat other little dots, and you steer clear of the spiky viruses. The other is essentially, we all played computers way back in the day to eat the little pellets, and the further you went, the longer your snake was, and it couldn't touch other things. Same thing. But both of these are multiplayer. They're online, and you're playing against other people. But I can host a private party. That means people with the link to that, with the code, can get in, and it'll be only people we know. So yeah, I may do that later. Just keep an eye on Twitter and Facebook for it. If it posts to one, it'll post to the other. That's just kind of the way they work for me. But that won't be till probably so that I can do some work. I do have a project I need to work on today before the game starts 7:30. I have a crafting project I need to finish, and I'm sure my sister's ears just peaked because I said crafting. And those of you that have met my sister know she's the crafty one, not me. But yeah. Alrighty, so we've got less than 15 minutes. Reminder, if you have not been here this whole time listening to me prattle on, there is a Q&A button that you can select, and you can type in questions or comments for me to answer or respond to for you. It is under the little drop-down menu for Google, which is the upper right-hand corner. It's the little 9 squares menu. Or you can tweet me at Alamo Browncoats, and I will get that and get a response to you immediately. Just making anything by you guys. There will be a graphic going up since this is being put directly onto YouTube with some minor editing. There will be a thumbnail that goes up as well, just because I can. The photo is something I found online that I thought seemed appropriate. Since we were supposed to get all this thunder and lightning and hail and just horrible weather, and it never happened. So yeah, go figure. Mother Nature at her best, constantly making people guess. Alrighty, guys. Well, start this early, considering that we had some technical difficulties at the very beginning that cost us a little bit of time. And now we're down to like the last 10 minutes. But I've already talked about everything I needed to talk about. Are there any last minute questions, comments? As I tell my students, I guess that's a big no. All right, guys. So last 10 minutes. Quick recap. You have been watching, or you are hopefully coming in on the tail end of our monthly for Alamo City Browncoats in San Antonio, Texas, and surrounding areas. We're doing Can't Stop July 9th at SciFest at Wonderland of the Americas, which is formerly known as Crossroads Mall. It is an all-day event, Saturday and Sunday, and I hope that you will consider volunteering. Volunteering doesn't take you anything to do. It's just show up, have fun, hang out with us, and chat to a bunch of fans who may or may not stop by our booth or may not be pulled in because we are barkering. Hoping we're not too far, or too close, I should say, to one of the DJs this year. And that way, standing around at the top of my lungs, telling people to come give me their change. We're just going to have a jar this year, guys. Nothing spectacular as far as I know so far. There were a couple other options, things, surprises. One has already fallen through that won't happen this year, but I'm certain it will happen possibly next year. So I'm going to keep that one hush hush. But yeah, volunteer. Please volunteer. If you have some time, Saturday the 9th, Sunday the 10th. I'm glad it finally decided it wanted to cooperate. Sorry. I wish I knew what had happened. But yeah, July 9th and 10th, it'll be all day mall hours. We will be there before the mall opens to set up. I can always use help setting up. I can always use help taking things down at the end of the night too. Even if all you can do is spend an hour, it would be greatly, because that would be the 1 hour I will get to go make a run to the ladies' room and to get food. That would be great. But yeah, volunteer if you can. That would be fantastic. If all you can do, because you are so busy that weekend, and that happens, I understand. It happens for me too. If all you can do is swing by to make a small donation, thank you. That's great too. I will take it. But yeah, that is our big thing this year, is Can't Stop Serenity. I want it to be as good, if not better, than our previous one. And I have a good feeling that it will be. Don't forget that this coming Saturday, is Free Comic Book Day. Go to your favorite comic book shops here in the city, or just outside of it if you are not in San Antonio proper. Remember, guys, one thing that somebody pointed out to me about Free Comic Book Day, it costs you to go and get a comic because they're not charging. But it did cost the shop owner to buy the comics they are going to give out. They are not given to them. They do buy them. They have to order them. So if you're in the shop and a little money to spend, do them a solid and buy a couple books. You know, it doesn't hurt. They're pretty reasonable anyway. You never know. Maybe there was that Doctor Who issue you didn't get and you want to go pick it up. Or you don't have back issues of Serenity. Pick up the other ones, but they have. Order some. I know I'm there and I bring some stuff. If he can order Spectrum for me, I will probably be pre-ordering Spectrum, all 4 issues. It is supposed to be just a 4-issue miniseries, from what I read. I can handle that. I will keep you guys posted on shirts and how soon we can start ordering. If you have seen the 2 designs and you specific that you prefer, please message me either on Twitter, email, text message if you have my phone number, and let me know what your opinion is of the 2 designs, which one you prefer, if there's a specific color that you like. But yeah, that would be fine. That would be great. Let me know what you think on these designs. After all, like I've told you guys once, I've told you a million times, Alamo City Browncoats was started by me for fans like me. This is not a group that I run just for my fun. This is for our fun, for our enjoyment. So the things we do is only because we do them as a group. Okay. So I won't say all of Nancy's comments. It hurts to me. Needless to say, Ms. Nancy, I am not surprised that they did that. Okay, so if you've been on Facebook or Twitter and you follow any of the stuff Castle related, I said this before, Stanacatic has a very devout fan base. I know we've mentioned this at meetings before. Her fans do not like Nathan Fillion. Not on a whole. I'm sure there are a few that are like me, that they appreciate her, they appreciate him. On a majority level, though, I think the most of them are of the mind that the show could go on if he left. And I'm sorry that happened to you, Nancy. I'm sure if you talk to Tammy, she'll tell you the same thing as probably happened to her too. She's been voicing her opinion as well. If you follow Tammy's Twitter account, she is Fillionista on Twitter. She's spoken up as well. They like to come after her as well. Hi, Marcos. Nice to meet you. We are good. Welcome to the conversation for however long we're still here talking. But yeah, stands, some of them could be a handful. I mean, I know that whole story arc where Richard disappeared the day of their wedding, they were hoping he was dead and wasn't coming back. So, yeah. I know that some people have been reminding the fans that, well, the show's Castle after all. And his name is Castle. No. And they're not very happy about that, about being reminded. So, yeah. As for all of the rumors, all I can say is there are always going to be rumors where celebrities and their business is concerned. How true these rumors are about Nathan's behavior toward her or vice versa, we really can't say. Because we don't know. We're not there. And I always find it suspicious when some unnamed source who claims that, oh, this has been the way of the world for years now between them. I am curious, though, Nancy, if you find me, I don't know what that message you asked me about last night. Something, okay, there's a claim that Karen was reading a script read for something having to do with Alzheimer's with a comedic twist. The only thing I've heard of that was even remotely close to that was Will Ferrell's movie project about Ronald Reagan. I can say that project has already been axed. Will Ferrell has pulled that project. It's not going to be made. I think even the Reagan's daughter had advised him to consider what this movie would imply or the attitude toward it. I hadn't heard that Nathan had been attached to any of that. I knew that it was a Will Ferrell project. That was all I knew. But it is not being made. So, yeah, I think it was what I understood from what I heard was that the premise of that movie was that that the dementia had started while Reagan was still in office, and he was told by a White House employee that he was an actor hired to play the president, and that's how the rest of his presidency was supposed to happen. What? I don't know. But yeah, it's something that it was a possible movie. It's not going to happen. That's all I know. I didn't realize that Nathan's name had been tossed into that one until you mentioned it to me last night. So yeah, but now I guess we can hear he's not doing that. Are there any last minute questions, guys? Oh my gosh, I need to figure out how Google Hangouts works next time so that some of you guys are talking for, or not do a 2-hour one. Let's see. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I did have just little thingies. The showcase tab. It's one is a link to our event page for Can't Stop Serenity, so that if anybody has any questions about it, again, I have no idea why it's showing this picture. That was weird. Go figure. It showed some random crazy picture. It was not mine, which is fine because that picture is going to change just as soon as I can work on some graphic design. But yes, we do have an official event page listing up at Facebook. So you can go, you can follow that page. You can just click that you're attending, that you're interested in attending, and it will give you, it will keep you up to date with all of our plans and our progress for that event in July. It also has a link to the schedule that we're working on for people who want to volunteer and know a specific time that they can volunteer during the day. All of that is on there. If there are questions that you have about the event, you can put them there and I will get them. The other thing I'm linking to you guys is a link site. You can find out what other comics are also coming out that day. I do know that some of the local comic book shops put a limit on how many comics you can pick up for free. I know that Collectors Authority, it's usually like 2 or 3, something along those lines. And I know that there are some comic books that don't care. They will let you of any of them available. And so I know from the Geek Vengers will go and pick up, a whole armful load of comics that day, which is kind of cool. So he was playing a Reagan a Go figure. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's in that same vein of weird humor as what was the movie he did, Waitress, where he was the local town obstetrician and she made pies at the local diner, and she was pregnant by some worthless guy, but he was married to some worthless girl. So the two of them were having some weird affair over her pies. It became a Broadway musical is all I remember now. Go figure. Alrighty, guys. I think that's all I got. So yeah, if you check the showcase tab really quickly, you have a link to our YouTube channel, a link to the Google Plus thing, which nobody follows because I don't even think anybody ever uses Google Plus anymore. You have images for the t-shirt ideas. If you want to save those links so that you can peruse them and make, come to a decision on what you think, whichever one works best. Let me know what on the design. If you think there's something we could make better on that design, let me know that too. There's a link to our Twitter. I can realize, who isn't following us on Twitter. And then finally the link to our Can't Stop the Serenity event page for this year, for 2016. Again, like I said earlier, guys, if you are going to a screening of Serenity and you are not certain that this is a legitimate official event for CSTS, go to can'tstoptheserenity.com for a full and complete list of official registered events around the globe. I can't stress enough how easy it is for people to take advantage of people's generosity. It's just so simple and quick. So yeah, if you guys are not, there's an event, if you're in the San Antonio area, I know we have Browncoats that aren't even in Texas, and that's cool. We welcome everybody. If you are looking for an event, check out can'tstoptheserenity.com to find an event in your area. I think that's it, guys. I will post up later a link to Discord and the key so that we can all play video games later tonight together. That's all I got for you. It's been on. I will upgrade my camera before I do this again. That way you guys can see really how messy my room is. That'd be fantastic. All right, ladies and gents. If you need to reach me after this, please just message me on Twitter or Facebook. To you just as quickly as I can. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Like I said, Mother's a troll. It's a beautiful day out there. If you're out at Brackenridge Park, go look for the, what are they called? There's a lightsaber dueling competition going on today near the Joski's Pavilion. So if you're out that way, tell Ralphie that the Browncoats say hi. All right, guys. Until the next time we see each other, be good to one another, and I will see you out in the verse.